Hey, Carol. Let me know if you can hear me. Awesome. Good, Carol. Thank you. Okay. Hello, 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 and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Tonight we are doing Template Tuesday with a twist. So we are going to be following a template, and one of the cards we are going to also be doing a color challenge. Okay, before we get started there, I've got a couple things I wanted to share with you. First off, this is my featured bundle for the month, the Citrus Blooms bundle. And it has these, it's a red rubber set with coordinating dies. And this one's really unique because it has the stitched frame die, but then it has this frame die and the centerpiece, so you can use it with or without. So that's pretty cool. And there's some of the flowers and some leaves, two different types of leaves to use with this bundle. And if you purchase this bundle during the month of June, you get the 10% off that the promotion that Stampin' Up! Has. All bundles are 10%, but this month they're offering another additional 10%. And on top of that, if you purchase this from me, you will get a free card class to go. So you will get the kits and the tutorials to make 3 cards using your new bundle. Okay, that is one. Next is a sneak peek. And this one is called Winter. Hey, Jackie. This one's called Winterly Treetops. And this is a gorgeous set. This is coming in the next mini catalog. Okay. Now, Stampin' Up! Is having an event on the 22nd of June. And if you attended the event, you were able to pre-order this bundle. So that's how I got my hands on this early, because I am going to the event. Probably won't be on the 22nd because the 22nd is my birthday, but I will watch the replay. And this has another frame die and the dies to cut out all of these images. There's a swag and 2 birds on a branch, another bird, and a leaf. And I haven't done a thing with this yet, to be honest. I haven't had time, but I wanted to share that with you so that you can watch for that one coming in the new mini this summer. So now we are going to get started on our Template Tuesday with a twist. So this is our template for tonight. Isn't that amazing? Looks pretty boring to me, right? Okay, I just used paper. It's not even cardstock, it's just paper and a little bit of DSP just to make a template. Okay, we're going to see if we can make this into something better or something that looks better. Let's put it that way. So I'm just going to set that off to the side. Oh, I should give you the measurements. The base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. The DSP is 5 1/4 by 4. The embossed cardstock is 5 by 3 3/4. There are 2 mats that are 3 1/8 by 1 5/8. There's 2 pieces of DSP that are 3 by 1 1/2. And then there's the circle die cut. Okay, one of these cards, we are going to do a double challenge, the template plus the global design project. This challenge this week is to use Peach Pie, my least favorite color, Shy Shamrock, and Petunia Pop. So we're going to combine that for our second card. We're going to start off our first card, and I've pre-done some of this stuff so that it's easier for us. And for this one, I used, let me get a hold of it, the To Market DSP. That's the DSP on page, let me find it, right at the front of the catalog. Here it is. On page 39. It's this DSP down here. There's wood grains, there's flowers, there's shopping baskets, there's berries, flowers, and fruit and vegetables. Okay, it goes with this bundle. I don't have the bundle. I just bought the DSP. So that is what I'm using for the DSP, all my DSP in this card. Okay? And you'll see that I have a hole in my DSP. That's because I cut my flowers. They were in here. So I stole them. Nobody's going to know. I promise you. All right. Vote. Oh, bite my tongue. Okay. You love it. Good, Jackie. I am not a peach or an orange fan in any shape or size. I really am not. I actually did not buy the cardstock. I got the ribbon. I got the ink and the markers, but I did not buy the cardstock. That's how much I dislike peach pie. All right. I figured I could get by with just the ink and the markers. All right, there is my first layer. Now, you'll notice this one, I went to white. Now, we're going to grab an embossing folder, and I haven't picked one yet, so I don't know what I'm going to use. Why don't we use this one, just for fun? The metal plate, actually. I wonder, will that fit? Just about. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it with the mini. We'll see what happens. All right. Stripes and Splatters is the folder, and this is the splatters. Now, whether I can get the right sandwich. I think I have the wrong plate. Yes, I do. I need plate 3 and plate 2. That will work better. Oops, maybe. Gotta hold your mouth just right. It's sliding on me. And I've got it in the E shape. All right, we'll try it a different way. Well, guess what? I'm going to get my big machine because I'm not going to wrestle with this one anymore. I'm still going to use the folder, but I am going to grab my big machine. Now, I need to find some plates. See how much easier that is? Alrighty, let's see what this looks like. Get this machine out of the way. And, oh, turned out good. I'm happy with that. We will use it. I love that this sketch has all the different layers. All right. Now we have our little bits. And you could use whatever patterns or whatever DSP you have. I mean, the possibilities are endless. As long as your two DSPs coordinate. And if you don't have two DSPs that coordinate, you could use, like for this card, I could have used garden green cardstock back there. Easy as pie. Oops, I just glued my fingers. There we go. And now these we get to put on. So this is going to be a thicker card, but that's okay. We don't do a whole lot of real thick cards. So many layers once in a while is a good thing. And then this one is going to go down here at the bottom. And I'm just trying to match my borders here. All right. Next up, maybe we will grab some dimensionals. I pulled the Blackberry Bliss out of the DSP just so I had something to contrast. Oops, wrong tool. And I thought it looked nice. Just kind of there. And now I have these pretty flowers from the DSP. This is basically the only thing we're going to stamp on this card is the greeting. How easy is that? All right, I need a little piece of edge for my stem. So I'll just cut that off. And I cut it too long, of course. I'll just stick it there. All right. Stubborn. There we go. And we'll pop those flowers right in the middle. Now all we have to do is our greeting. So I have two stamp sets here. I think for this first one, I am going to use Go To Greetings. And this one is going to be a birthday. So I'm going to pull out Happy Birthday. flying blocks. Now, I'm going to trim this stamp down. You see that there's a lot of rubber up there. The last time I used this, I ran into issues because there's too much rubber up there. So I'm going to give it a little haircut. And that should solve the problem. It's probably the operator problem, but I'm trying to make it easy on myself here. Let's give it a whirl. I can live with that. It's a little crooked, but I can live with it. It's not terrible. All right, where is my mini paper trimmer? Right here. We are going to trim this down to about there. That strip was, this strip was just a scrap. I didn't measure anything, as is this piece here, just a scrap. Now I'll measure. This is 2 1/8. So let's go 2 3/8. And that should layer nicely. Yep. Good enough. Let's get this together. And figure out where on the card we're going to put our greeting. Oops, there we go. Now, we could put it across here, or we could put it down here. And I think I'm going to go for down there. And I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on one end and glue on the other. And I'm just going to line it right up with the green DSP bottom layer. Like so. I'm happy with that. So as you can see, I think we've done a little bit of an upgrade to my sketch or my template. Looks a little better. I'm a peach. Oh, Carol, you're such a funny girl. All right, now I have some new dots. Here they are. Oh, I should show you this. Check this out. I'm probably too close to the camera. Can you see what I've done here? Wait for it to catch up here. I've put tabs on the top of my envelopes and put samples of what is in each envelope. So I don't have to pull each one out. I can easily see what is happening. Now, I was going to use those, but I'm changing my mind. I think I'm going to go with peach. I'm going to use that peach just for Miss Jackie because it's her favorite color. Or she likes them, one of the two. What did she say? I have to go back and read those comments. Oh, yet she loves the peach pie. Now, these don't look very peachy to me, but let's have a look. Yeah, they do. So, just to offset it, oops, jumping dots. Because I have something in this corner, I'm going to put all my dots up here. There's that. And I think we need to have a little something something. Now I have a piece of ribbon that was left over, and I'm wondering, I think it might be too thick. Might be too thick. Well, you know, this is a leftover. Let's try something. I'm going to cut it up. If I don't like it, we don't have to use it. But it could be interesting. Yeah, the DSP does make a huge difference. It just kind of makes it pop a little bit. I'm really enjoying these templates because you can take something that looks so, oh, that's not going to make a nice card, and they turn out lovely. All right, I want to try something here. It may be a fail, but I've taken this apart and I'm just going to fray it a little bit. And I'm going to try to make a wee bow. I think I'm just going to use 2. The 2 with stitching is what I'm going to use. And let's see what happens. Oh, this is going to be a tiny bow. If I can make it work. But that's all we need. We don't need anything big. I just like to have something to go around those flowers. And I kind of like the frayed aspect, so I'm just going to distress these even more if I can. Slide them down here and just use the wood block of my, there we go. That's good enough. Let's see what it looks like. Might be a hot mess. Who knows? All right, let's get all these strings out of the way. Then I have to trim it down. Let's do that right off the hop. Just doing this off camera because I don't want all these strings back in my desktop again. What do you think? I think that might add a little something. Picks up the orange. It's a different shade than those are, but what do you think? Yes or no? Tell me what you think. You like it, Carol? Okay, I will glue dot that on. And stick that in place. And then we're going to have to tame those tails a little bit because they're pretty wild and crazy. Let's press those in there. Where did that go? I just had it in my hand. Oh, there it is, underneath my side lights. And we'll pop one there. And press these down in there. There we go. We're going to call that one done. Card number 1. And because my card base is white, I'm not putting anything on the inside. All right. There's my envelope, and in she goes. Out of the way, and then I will bring in card number 2. Now this one is the Global Design Project Challenge with, what colors were they? Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, and I'm having a hard time remembering. What is this called? Let me get that sheet back out. It's buried. Shy Shamrock. So we'll put that aside for a minute and get all our bits. Now this one I also changed up a little bit. I've added an extra layer. Okay, so I have the peach pie and I have 2 different patterns. So I don't know which one I want to show, whether I want that or whether I want this. I think I'm going to go with the more subtle because I don't like it. And when you see these templates or sketches, just remember you can always add more layers or take away layers as well. Now that one is very difficult to see. I'm going to take out this black mat so that you guys can see better. It's hard for me to see, so it has to be hard for you to see. So there is that layer. And next layer is basic black. And I'm going for the pop effect with this card. I find when you use black with bright colors, it really pops off the page. All right, now we have the Petunia Pop. So we need to emboss this. So we will use, I'm going to use cane weave this time. And what did I do with my machine? Oh, there it is. Well, whoa, you guys took a trip. Sorry. Oh, a trip in slow motion. Oh, boy. All right. You would have chosen the darker peach. I'm sorry. Couldn't do it, girl. And bam. Look at all that beautiful texture. I hope the camera's picking that up. It is beautiful. Now, I'm not going to put that together quite yet because this one I didn't use DSP. I used cardstock. And I'm wondering if I should emboss that too. That might be fun, but something different. I'm going to use the twisted rope and I'm going to emboss these 2 pieces. So I'm going to bring this big boy back in here again. And make sure these are going straight. And then we'll emboss those as well. See, Facebook is causing the connection is causing the camera to flash every once in a while. Hope that's not too distracting for you guys. But there's nothing I can do about that. All right. That's pretty, eh? This one's going to have lots and lots of texture. pop this one on. And this one. And, oops, stuck to some glue on my paper. There we go. This one is going to be a thicken with all this embossing. And I haven't put that layer on yet, just because I was thinking I might put some ribbon on here, but I'm not sure. So that's why I haven't attached this layer as yet. And you'll notice that this layer is smaller. There's not as big of a gap as there was in our first card. There was a larger gap in here, remember? That's just because I was just being a little creative. And then for my circle, I chose black. But for my greeting piece, I chose DSP. Just for something different. Okay. So that is going to go something like that. No, I don't think I'm going to put ribbon under, so we're going to pop this down. And I'm going to use lots and lots of glue because this one is really heavily embossed. And there's not a whole lot of, I'd say there's probably 50% contact area on this one. Look at that pop with all those bright colors. All right, now this one, we're gonna use some dimensionals. Gotta have my dimensionals somewhere. And I'm just kind of aiming that leaf up towards that corner so it's kind of visually appealing. Now I have a leftover strip of this peach cardstock or DSP, so I'm just going to glue this on the inside panel just to decorate it up a little bit. There we go. I'll just trim off the excess and add this to the inside of our card. Just like so. And I had these two little flowers left over from another card, so I'm going to use those as embellishments on here. But we need to do a greeting, and I am going to use the Sweetly Scripted stamp set. I love this one. And I'm going to use A Million Thanks. Oh, maybe not. That might be too long. That's a pretty long one. I think I will stick with Happy Birthday. Happy birthday it will be. Oh, helps if I do it right side up. And we'll get this inked up. It's probably easier to do it this way. That way I can make sure it's well inked. Now let's see how straight I can stamp. Cross your fingers, girls. Oh, not too shabby. All right. We will grab our paper trimmer. Now I have this little scrap of black that is 3 1/4. So let's go somewhere about there and see where that takes us. I'll have to do another slice because I misjudged. 3 1/8 is about where I need to be. Let's have a look. Look at that. Almost like we knew what we were doing. I said almost. Okay. There we have it. And once again, that black makes it pop. And I'm going to put that greeting right through the center. No, maybe down. Kind of like the fact that that leaf is there. I don't know why, but I do. And I am just going to glue this flat. Like so. Whoops. Flat and straight would be best, right? All right. Now I need a mat and those 2 little flowers. And I'm just going to pop them in the middle, poke them, so they pop up a little bit. And then I need a glue dot. Now, I think these ones are the tiny, tiny, tiny ones. No, these are the right ones. All right. So let's play the game and see where we want to put it. I was thinking one there and one there, because I only have 2. I mean, I could cut more, but I'm trying to use up, right? And I don't have any more scrap of this cardstock, so I don't want to cut a brand new sheet just for one tiny little flower. Oops. Yeah, it's stuck to my paper piercer now. Get those popped back up there. All right. Get rid of that, and let's find an embellishment. What color should I put the center of those flowers? Maybe the peach, right? Because that's one of the colors that we need to have. Maybe a shimmer gem. I have the In Color shimmer gems, and there's the peach one right there. Let's give those a try. I think probably a larger one. Get it centered. Pop those back up again. Come on, get in the middle. There we go. If I had to do those flowers again, I would do those on mini dimensionals just so that they're popped up more. But I've got the edges popped up here, so they're good. There. And I don't know that we need any ribbon on there, do you think? I mean, I do have all the colors, but I think it would take away from it. That's just my feeling. What's yours? Does it need anything else? Tell me your opinion while I tidy up. I think it's okay as is. No ribbon. All right, Carol, good. I am glad you're in agreement. So there is our Global Design Project Challenge. I hope the camera's picking up all that gorgeous texture. So the only DSP is the peach. The rest is all embossed cardstock. And as you can tell, it's following the sketch, but it is different. Okay, there's the inside. And here is our first card. Let's pop this out of the way so you can see the two side by side. Got some ribbon threads on there. So that's it. I will pop this down here so you can see the measurements once more. I challenge you both that are here live to make this card with what you have on hand and share it with me. I'd love to see what you come up with. All right, that is it for tonight. If you have any questions, give me a shout. You know, both know where to find me. And anybody who's watching the replay, andersonshell@gmail.com. All right, my friends, that's it for tonight. I am done. And now I have to go make dinner for my husband. All right, bye-bye for now.